Truck drivers keep America running, but what if the job is slowly breaking them down? Truck driving wasn't always seen the way it is today. There was a time when it represented freedom, independence, and a reliable way to earn a living. Drivers were respected for the role they played in keeping the country moving. But over the years, something shifted. Today, many drivers describe the job as exhausting, stressful, and damaging not just to their lifestyle, but to their health. So what changed? The truth is, truck driving didn't suddenly become one of the toughest jobs overnight. It slowly evolved into one, as multiple challenges stacked on top of each other: longer hours, tighter deadlines, rising pressure, declining health, and limited control over daily life. What used to be manageable became overwhelming. But here's the important part: understanding why it became this way also reveals how it can be improved. One of the biggest reasons truck driving has become so demanding is the sheer number of hours drivers spend working. A typical day can stretch from early morning into late night, with drivers spending most of that time sitting behind the wheel. But it's not just the hours, it's how those hours feel. Driving requires constant focus. Your brain is always alert, watching the road, anticipating movements, and making decisions. It's not passive, it's mentally exhausting. Over time, this constant state of attention leads to fatigue. You may finish a long drive feeling completely drained, even though you've been sitting the entire time. The solution starts with recognizing that rest is not optional. It's essential. Taking regular breaks every 1 to 2 hours allows both your body and mind to reset. Even a short walk or a few minutes outside the truck can reduce fatigue and improve focus. Over time, these breaks can protect you from burnout. Truck driving isn't just a job, it's a lifestyle. And unfortunately, that lifestyle often makes it difficult to stay healthy. You sit for long hours, which slows your metabolism and weakens your muscles. Healthy food options are limited, leading many drivers to rely on fast food and sugary drinks. Sleep schedules are irregular, making proper rest difficult. Add stress and isolation to the mix, and it creates a perfect storm for health problems. Over time, this leads to weight gain, fatigue, and increased risk of serious conditions like heart disease and diabetes. Many drivers don't notice it at first, but after years on the road, the impact becomes clear. The solution isn't perfection, it's small, consistent improvements. Move your body whenever you can. Walk during breaks. Choose slightly healthier food options when available. Drink more water. These small actions may not seem like much, but they add up over time and can significantly improve your health. Truck drivers operate under constant pressure. Delivery deadlines, traffic, weather conditions, and long distances all create a stressful environment. And unlike many jobs, there's very little control over these factors. This lack of control is one of the most stressful aspects of the job. You're responsible for getting the job done, but many of the obstacles are out of your hands. Over time, this pressure builds into chronic stress. And stress doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your body. It drains your energy, disrupts your sleep, and accelerates physical wear and tear. Managing stress is key. While you can't control traffic or deadlines, you can control how you respond. Taking mental breaks, practicing simple breathing techniques, and focusing on what you can control can help reduce stress. Even small moments of relaxation during the day can make a difference. Another major reason truck driving has become so difficult is isolation. Drivers spend long hours alone, often far from family and friends. Days, or even weeks, can go by with minimal social interaction. At first, this independence can feel freeing, but over time, isolation takes a toll. Humans are social by nature, and without connection, mental health begins to suffer. Feelings of loneliness, low motivation, and emotional fatigue can develop. The solution is staying connected. Regular phone calls with loved ones, voice messages, or even short conversations can help maintain a sense of connection. Listening to podcasts or audiobooks can also provide mental engagement and reduce the feeling of being alone. Sleep is one of the biggest challenges for truck drivers. Irregular schedules, long hours, and the difficulty of sleeping in a truck make it hard to get consistent, quality rest. Over time, poor sleep becomes normal, but it shouldn't be. Without proper sleep, your body doesn't recover. Your energy drops, your focus weakens, and your overall health declines. You may feel tired even after resting, which leads to a constant state of fatigue. Improving sleep doesn't require perfection, but it does require effort. Creating a comfortable sleeping environment, avoiding heavy meals before rest, and maintaining a routine when possible can help improve sleep quality. Better sleep leads to better recovery, and better recovery leads to better performance. Another reason trucking has gained a negative reputation is the financial pressure many drivers face. While some positions offer good pay, others come with inconsistencies. Drivers may spend hours waiting at loading docks without pay, or deal with unpredictable schedules that affect income. This creates frustration and reduces job satisfaction. When you're working long hours but not being fairly compensated for all your time, it adds another layer of stress. The solution here is both individual and industry-wide. Drivers can benefit from planning routes efficiently and managing time carefully. But long-term improvement requires better industry practices, fair pay structures, compensation for waiting time, and more predictable schedules. Truck driving is also physically risky. Long hours on the road increase exposure to accidents, and fatigue makes those risks even greater. Drivers must stay alert at all times, often under difficult conditions. This constant awareness adds to mental strain and increases stress levels. The solution is focusing on safety and self-care. Taking breaks, staying well-rested, and maintaining mental focus are essential for reducing risk. Safety isn't just about avoiding accidents, it's about protecting your overall well-being. What makes truck driving so challenging is that all these issues are connected. Poor sleep leads to fatigue. Fatigue leads to poor food choices. Poor diet affects energy levels. Low energy increases stress. Stress makes sleep worse. It becomes a cycle, and many drivers feel stuck in it. That's why the job feels so difficult. It's not just one problem, it's everything working together. The good news is that this cycle can be broken. You don't need to fix everything at once. In fact, trying to completely change your routine overnight can feel overwhelming, and that's often why people give up before they even start. The real key isn't perfection. It's consistency. Small, manageable changes that you can stick with day after day are far more powerful than big changes that don't last. Start with the basics. Move your body regularly, even if it's just a short walk during a break. Get out of the truck, stretch your legs, loosen your back, and let your body reset. These moments may seem small, but they help improve circulation, reduce stiffness, and keep your body active. Over time, they make a real difference. Hydration is another simple habit that's often overlooked. Drinking enough water supports your energy levels, improves focus, and helps your body function properly. It's one of the easiest changes you can make, yet one of the most effective. Sleep is just as important. While trucking schedules can make it challenging, doing your best to improve your sleep, whether it's creating a more comfortable environment or sticking to a routine when possible, can have a huge impact on how you feel. Better sleep means better recovery, and better recovery means more energy and resilience. Staying connected with people also matters more than most drivers realize. A quick call to family or a conversation with a friend can lift your mood and reduce the feeling of isolation. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and connection plays a big role in that. When it comes to food, you don't need a perfect diet. Just aim for slightly better choices. A little less sugar, a bit more balance. These small improvements add up over time and support your overall health. Truck driving doesn't have to remain one of the toughest jobs. With the right changes both personal and within the industry, it can become a more sustainable and rewarding career. Drivers deserve better conditions, better support, and better health outcomes. The job became so difficult because of the lifestyle that grew around it: long hours, stress, isolation, and limited control. But that doesn't mean it has to stay that way. You have more control than you think. Every step you take, every break you choose, every better habit you build, it all moves you forward. The progress may feel small at first, but over time, it becomes powerful. Because at the end of the day, truck drivers don't just move goods, they keep the world running. And they deserve a job that supports their health, not one that takes it away. Driver, you keep the country moving. Subscribe now to start taking care of yourself too.